Anyways, guys, we're back here with ASAP. Got him on for an interview before he goes to Atlanta. And I gotta say, overall, for Rooster going to Atlanta, I noticed a certain Shavesh missing. What's going on with that, unfortunately? Is Shavesh got an exam or a test or something? Because I know he's still at uni.
Yeah, so we have removed him from the active roster. Obviously, it's a long story, and I wouldn't be able to explain it in like 5 minutes, but it's just like differences, and I think how the game should be played, and how you should act as a teammate. Obviously, you learn a lot about a person when you're living with them at a boot camp for a week and then playing at a tournament, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't think he fit in as well as he could have, and yeah, that's it basically.
Yep. As with the preparation to Atlanta in particular, you know, obviously with JHD coming in the roster, how much time has JHD scrimmed to the roster? And no, not in a suit, well, acting like a rugby coach. I don't know which rugby coach, but not like see which one. Okay.
Well, he's obviously been at all the events with us, but the funny part about that, I'm sure you're gonna ask as well. He's still in Poland with Chell, so he's been playing Face It, but he hasn't been scrimming with us. We haven't been scrimming at all because we can't really. But yeah, it'll be a tough job for him. But luckily, he's playing all his sites with me.
Yeah,
I'm a great player, so I can make him look alright.
Yeah, you just do the hard work. It's like, you don't come that meme, you know, with the guy like protecting everyone, and he's like patting on the head. They're like, yeah, you're fine. They're throwing every single HE and Molotov at me, but you're doing great. Molotov for Shadow? No, Molotov for Ticket, because that's where ASAP is, okay? Somewhere around there.
He'll be alright.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
He'll do his job.
No,
hopefully.
So obviously,
we'll see what happens on the big stage.
Oh, exactly, because you're versing a very easy team, the Portuguese Sword team that's demolished a few tier 1 teams, but you might have a chance. What do you think?
They're great. Like, we watch heaps of their demos, so, and I think we do better against the better European teams, not like when we verse big in Australis at Pro League, we're just getting fucking abused, mate. Like, we just can't handle like pace. But when we verse Mouse, it's like they're just playing respectful and they're playing like how they would verse another tier 1 team. So it's kind of easier for us, and especially TJ and Chelsea, to just like put the round together. And if you could hear the comms in that game, like they were just on overdrive, like organizing everything, like making sure everyone's doing the right thing. It makes it a lot easier to play. But when you're versing these crazy teams, and Saw might be like that, like it probably will be a hard game. But we like them, so. Yeah,
because I was going to say, because obviously big in Australis, we were very, very me sitting there and watching you guys walk into crossfire after crossfire after crossfire felt like I was watching a Roadrunner cartoon of Wile E. Coyote over and over again.
Yeah, TJ didn't even want to watch the demo back after the game. He was just that angry. Like, he's just like, you guys watch the fucking demo, I'm going downstairs.
Yeah. But like, you know, how do you how do you reset after that mouse BO3 loss? Like, you almost had it, but it, you know, slipped out of your hands.
So yeah, it's fucking impossible to reset from that completely. Like, that was just really like, if you watch the game up until that round, like that's just a 2-0 win for Rooster versus Mouse. But then obviously the rest of the game happens and we play like shit after it. Like, and we're pretty inexperienced, especially that lineup. Well, this lineup, but it's pretty hard to reset from that fucking. That was a shocker, mate. And yeah, it was pretty hard to come back from that. There's nothing else to say, honestly. It was fucking impossible.
Yeah, I was gonna say, after the first half of OT as well, like especially that clutch from, I think it was Xerxen as well, where
that was the big round, the 5v2, like.
No, not that one.
5v2.
No, not that one. The end of the first half, I think it was someone. I'm trying to think who clutched it. Because it was
on Vertigo?
Yeah, it was on Vertigo. It was a crazy like 1v2. It wasn't Xerxen's 3k. That was to win the game. They put you into OT. Was at the end of OT. I'm trying to remember who it was. Was it Torzi? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But Torzi completed something incredibly nutty. Shui, that's right. It was Shui.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything just went to a blur after that. 5v2. Oh.
Do you take into consideration that, like, you know, it was good that you guys got to that point? Instead of like, oh no, we really should have won that?
Yeah, like, you can, like, we watched the demo heaps and like, there's all this good stuff that we did, but like, but then you just think about it again, like, and it should have been a win. Like, it should have just been a great win for us. Like, double our prize money and shit. Like that small stuff's important. Even the confidence wise, like, but we still looked at the positives and like what we did good, what our strengths are, and obviously what the weaknesses were.
I was gonna say overall, what's your prep for Atlanta going into it? So of course you get a lot of weaker teams, but it's just kind of like ESL Challenger Melbourne all over again, where like you're not like you're probably in the mid area. And what are your expectations going into it? And what's your prep going into it?
I think our expectations would be to just get one win. Obviously, we still haven't got a proper win at LAN. The proper win was KZG. That's a weak team, obviously. I don't think any of the teams at Atlanta are weak. Like, I wouldn't say they're weak teams. Obviously, if you're looking at it like tier 1 wise, but they're still all going to be good. Like, I wouldn't. BetBoom and FlyQuest aren't weak teams, and we're going to be playing one of them. So.
I think more of like an international team to beat instead, because you know, beating domestic teams on LAN's just like, I think even Jamie said this from Vertex. Like even Jamie said this from Vertex. He prefers being like a rare atom and stuff like that instead of just the AU teams. Yeah,
like we were so keen to play against the Chinese teams if we made it to the Asian RMR. Like I thought that would have been a fucking event to remember, but we didn't make it. So
that was such a tough, such a tough BO3 as well. Like Talon, you guys were just going back and forth. You guys weren't holding anything back. It was just insanity how close that BO3 was.
It was fun. Like we obviously seen Netic while we were in Malta, and like it's just nice to talk about it from both perspectives. Like he thought it was like an insane game, and they played good, and we thought it was an insane game. Like we played alright. It's nice to just talk about the game like from two different perspectives.
Who would you like to verse either in the winners match or the losers match after the BO1? Like who do you prefer? Because you could win it. You could win a BO1 because that's, you know, upset potential.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the first game's BO1. That's crazy.
Yeah. All progression and elimination games are BO3, but all the winners games and whatnot BO1s.
I wouldn't mind playing either of them, BetBoom or FlyQuest. Like we think BetBoom are alright. Like they play pretty fucking hectic, like running around doing crazy shit. And I think we'd finally just want to play a game against FlyQuest on LAN. Like I've always been looking forward to that. Like I'm fucking sick of playing against them online. I just want to play them on LAN. Like. Yeah, that'd be fun. You
got any specific trash talk prepared for them? Because I mean, you got M80, you got Lake there as well. What if you verse them? You got any? Oh. If he's gonna say, look, you know, look at me, Tyson. What are you gonna do, mate? You gonna look at him?
Oh fuck no! I'll stare him in the eyes. Fucking hell. Nah, we'd love that shit, but I don't like. We're just new kids on the block. Like we can't be fucking yelling at people yet. Like we play a pretty shit Counter Strike until we play good Counter Strike. Yeah, we'll do some yelling there. TJ loves a good yell.
I've noted that. Also, I'm gonna say, you know, with the coach. Okay, I'm just gonna say, oh man, I forget his name. I always forget his name, even though I've met him so many times. The GOAT, exactly. His actual name, not the GOAT. His actual name. I always forget his actual name.
JD.
Yeah, that's right. Full send JD. That's right. Is he gonna be a permanent coach or anything like that?
Well, for a while we don't have a proper coach. Not to say that he isn't a proper coach, but I mean, he's fucking. He doesn't know too much about the game. But I think it just helps being behind us, so like stopping us from tilting and stuff, because that's obviously a huge weakness. He's a pretty fucking G up bloke. Like he gets you fucking hyped and shit. But and like obviously he knows what good comms are, so like he like tries to make sure we're comming enough, and that still helps. But it's basically TJ and Chell like playing, IGLing and coaching at the same time. Like it's kind of that dynamic where they're like running the whole team, and it's a lot better for Chell not to be doing that by himself. Like I feel bad. I just don't have that like tactical mind, I guess, to be fucking coaching and IGLing everyone, but they do a great job of it.
So I'll say Full Send JD is effectively like the Dan Campbell of coaches, if you've ever heard of Dan Campbell. It's a Detroit Lions coach. He's just a hype man. He's just a motivational speaker.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying.
Yep. But yeah, overall, I've got to say, you know, how do you think Rooster are going in trajectory-wise, you know, against those Talon and Semper Fi super teams? Like, you know, you obviously must have scrimmed at least in Semper Fi once. Like, how do you think you measure up to those teams? And I
It's a bit of a tough one because I feel like we always play better when it comes to like big qualifiers and lands and stuff. Like I feel like we always like build up to that, and when we're just at like normal pace, we're not that like impressive. Like I'm not sure why, but like even the RMR qual, we were playing pretty fucking bad before. Like everyone's saying, like we were losing 2-0 to fucking Art of War and stuff. But then we got to the RMR and we were fucking destroying cunts, like, but we just fucked at the end. But
yeah.
I'm not sure. They're just good teams. Like we just practice. Like usually we're not playing them for any important stuff. We might Semplify now, but and house bets aren't amazing anymore.
Yeah, you did 2-0. You did 2-0 house bets and you did 2-0 Mind Freak. I could say
yeah.
How was
Mind Freak was at the start.
How insane was the qualifier for ESL Challenger Atlanta? Because I gave you guys like no hope, given the first matchup was just absolutely abysmal and like you got like dumped into the sea basically. Like, how did you even rebound from that? Because you guys got unceremoniously buried by, I believe, Mind Freak. And I'm like, how are you going to come back from that?
It was hard, that is for sure. Like I didn't see us qualifying. Like I was thinking, fucking hell, this is fucking shocking. Like I think everyone was thinking the same thing. Like we just aren't this bad. Like we just we're not on the same level as these people. Like there's no way we can be losing games. Like even close games. Like we shouldn't be losing close games. Like we should just be winning them, let alone getting fucking destroyed. I think it was a bit of reflection time. Like we had to take some more responsibility, and I did as well. TJ was obviously new to IGLing. I definitely wouldn't blame him because I think he was doing a fine job at IGLing. It was just I'd been IGL'd by Chell for years, being like basically micromanaged, and he just needed like I just shouldn't have been micromanaged. Like I should be able to think for myself, and I'm doing a bit better job of that now. But I think it made it hard for TJ because I was in important positions like map control wise, and I just wasn't coming that much. Like they made it hard for him.
I was gonna say, like, you know, do you feel like, because this is one of my opinions, do you feel like Nedic leaving the team, you guys took that a lot more than it actually was? Because I feel like you guys did. Like, I feel like yourself and TJP can slot a lot of his roles very easily because you've got that potential. But what do you guys know all about it with Nedic leaving?
Yeah, we know about Nedic leaving.
Yeah,
we heard about that one.
No. Did you not know?
Yeah, we don't even know yet. Still waiting for him to come back. We're just using subs right now. Nah, he was just an incredible player. Like, just fucking, he'd just get 2-3 kills when he shouldn't even be getting one type shit. Like, he was just insane, and I think it let us get away with a lot. Like, I obviously wasn't mechanically on his level, but I'd still like have some sharp rounds and like bail us out of playing like dog shit. And now that he was gone and I wasn't playing that good, we kind of had to play as a team a lot better. And that was kind of the way the meta was going in CS2 anyway. Like you see just teams, they all just run around together and shit. They take map control like really fast together and stuff. That's kind of like where the metas went, and that's just because of how easy it is to trade people now. Like maybe not as much on LAN, but like online it's fucking so hard to multi-kill people. It's unreal.
Yeah, I've got to say,
but yeah,
I've seen some amazing trades from many different teams where it's just like a free trade basically. It's just like, when is someone going to get a multi-kill?
Yeah. It was a lot easier to just like solo win rounds like on CSGO, but now it's harder. Like you kind of have to play percentage and team base more, and you can see that as a good thing. Like it's good that people have to play the game team base. Like it's kind of better to reward team play than individual stuff.
Yep. So how's it different with like TJP RGLing now instead? Like, you know, how does it work as per se? Like is he a secondary caller or is he the full IGL?
He's the full RGL, so he controls like most of the strats and stuff. I think Chell's just helping him learn because obviously Chell RGL'd for fucking what would it be like fucking 5 years now or something. And he was obviously really good at it, but he never wanted to be an IGL, so he was kind of like doing it just because like to get out of the fucking situation he was in. He had to, like no one else was gonna IGL and didn't want to play with any of the other IGLs, so he just did it himself. Like. But now he's got a good IGL. He can finally like play good by himself. which you've seen on land. Like,
Yeah.
he's still insane. Like, before it was just hard because he's like trying to micromanage people while AWPing, which is fucking impossible. Like,
yeah. You got the two.
Too many times he'd just be like fucking, like he's scoped in on something and then something's happening on the other side of the map. He's got to like make sure they're doing it right, and then some walks into his scope. He's like, fucking, I'm just looking at my mini map. Like,
yeah, exactly. That would happen. I was gonna say you get the most two important roles in the game, and you just, if you're sleeping at one, you're gonna get cleaned up.
Yeah.
Is there any difference of style between TJP and Chelios? I could imagine TJP being more aggressive with his sort of strategy, like.
No, I'd say TJ's like a lot more tactical, kinda. Like, I don't know if that's the right word because Chell was obviously pretty smart, but I think they just mix together. Like, TJ likes the like high percentage map control and like playing perfectly the right way, and then Chell just like throws in like this aggressive call that he would have made before, and it kind of like makes a good mix of like gimmick plays and TJ like trying to micromanage the map control type shit.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, like, that's actually fairly interesting. And also, I didn't know about the Chelios one as well, that he didn't want to IGL. So I was gonna ask, is it because a lot of the meta's changing away from like the AWP IGL, so you don't see many of them anymore? It's usually the second rifle or the entry that's the IGL. Like, you got Hooksy entry, Snacks obviously pack. I was gonna ask that sort of question. Is that another reason you shifted it to TJ, or is it just Chelios didn't want IGL?
I'm not sure, because they made that decision. Like, we had a pretty bad qual, and I like suggested it. But then they made that decision by themselves, which is obviously how it should happen. But I don't think it was like Chell didn't like the meta or didn't like the game. Like, he just saw like TJ was pretty smart, probably knew enough to IGL, and it's probably going to be the best way for the team to like run in the long term. So they just did it. Like, Chels would trust TJ. TJ's confident enough to IGL, and I think he is like a leader personality. Like, he can, he's good at making sure people are doing the right thing, doing it the right way, and he's gonna tell you. Doesn't matter if he's fucking saying it like, fuck you, you fucking idiot, what are you doing? Like, he's just gonna tell you you're doing something wrong, like, you need to change it. He's told me that plenty enough times.
Yep.
He loves having a crack at me. But it's all like, it's all going towards us being better at the game. So like, we might have a little crack at each other, like, fuck you, you fucking bot. But we get over it, have a laugh after. We're still learning. I'd rather be like arguing with my RGL about the shit going on than like sitting in silence and like being passive aggressive. That's not the team we are.
I was gonna say, overall, with like the fifth you guys are trying to find at the moment, is JHD a permanent fifth? And if he isn't, what sort of fifth are you trying to find? Like, is it more of a support role, lurk role? What would you guys be targeting?
Well, JHD's temporary right now, but like, with our first Pro League qual, sorry to go on a tangent here, but like TJ was a temporary player and we were going to use Rackham, but then in the Pro League qual and at Pro League, TJ was playing good, so we just kept him. Like if he's playing good, the system's working right, like he's having great impact, good comms, we're going to keep him. And it's the same thing for Josh or JHD. Like, if he plays good at this event and he's motivated, he's working hard, he like does the right thing, we'll keep him. But I think if we're looking for another fifth player, like, we're just looking for anyone that's gonna fit with the team and they're good enough. Like, they're gonna be in more anchor roles, because I've moved into kind of like half of Nedig's roles and like still kept the like spots I was good at, like Anubis on A and stuff. But yeah, just fucking anyone. Please give us a player, someone good.
Oh, I gotta say, Vantage took Super, so you can't have the other Mind Freak duo that they let go. I mean, you already got 1-for-1 on the good Mind Freak duos, okay? Like, taking players off them. Danger, Super. Come on, you could have got, You can always beat a hoax, mate. Can you just lend us Super, okay? We love Mind Freak X players. Or you could be like to Michael and be like, mate, can you just give us Gump for a tournament?
Well, to put the truth out there, when Daniel was still on the team, we asked Super if he wanted to play, and he said no. So I hope I'm not putting his business out there, but he did say no to us.
So you got, okay, I guess right now. So Rooster just snoops around Mind Freak, be like, is Mind Freak dropping that player?
Yeah, it was just both the players they kick, we just pick them up.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
Anyways, that's it for today. Thanks for coming on for the interview, and I really, really appreciate you guys coming on. And good luck in Atlanta. I'll be watching at 11:55 p.m. at night. And if you guys lose 13-0 in walking in crossfires, I'll fall asleep on my keyboard, okay? And I'll probably be dreaming you guys walking into crossfires and dying. Have a good one, man.
So DJ, who is a fucking fall asleep or smash his table with the land?
Okay,
Alright.
You know he's gonna get watered at that table right after what Blast did, anyways. Have a good one, man, ASAP.
I don't care about the warning. Cheers.